All right, I'm gonna take y'all through a little diagnosis and repair that we just finished up here. So the original problem at this place was that the button on the wall for the garage door wasn't working. So first thing, push the button, and of course it actually wasn't working. We verified that it didn't work. So once you do that, there's actually a real quick thing that you can do. And just use your keys or a screwdriver and pop that button off. And then underneath that button, if you see the little blue button there, that's the actual button that opens the garage door. On the back side of this is this little tab in the middle, and this little tab extends out to push that button here. So what you can do is sometimes that tab just gets worn down over time to where it won't reach far enough to activate the button. So for your troubleshooting, if you come and take this off and you push this button and the garage door works just fine, that means the problem is that your tab isn't hitting. So either this plastic piece isn't sitting there right, or else the tab is just too short. Now you can see what I did on this, just to show you what it looks like, is I melted some new plastic to the end of that tab. It's really not hard. It's gonna last years and years and years because it's a hard plastic that I melted on there. But that's not the problem here. The problem here was actually that when I pushed this button, the door was working. So what that tells you is that there's either something wrong in here or there's something wrong from the wall with the wiring all the way up to there. So the next thing you do is you come around to the back side, and if you see these two screws here, these are the two screws that your two wires tie into. And that's an open circuit until you push the button. Pushing the button closes the circuit, makes a connection between the two wires, and gives this the signal to open or close. So the next thing you can do, without even taking any wires off, is you just take a set of keys or whatever you have, a screwdriver will work just fine, and you just short out between these two screws. That's the same as pushing a functioning button. If you short these screws out, and all of a sudden that starts working up there, and every time you short those out, that door moves up or down, now you know that what you've got is a bad switch or a bad control panel in here. And that's the case here. I was actually here about 4 or 5 days ago and did all this testing already. And it's a little hint for y'all. These, at least here in Tucson, are not available. I could not find one. I called a bunch of Lowe's, a bunch of Home Depots, Ace Hardware, some garage door companies. I called all over. Nobody was selling these locally. You could buy the pin pads that go on the outside of the door on either side with a key code, and you can buy the remotes, but you could not buy this locally here in Tucson, at least not at any normal retailer, and none of the garage stores, the garage door businesses wanted to sell me one either. So I had to order this one, so I ordered 2. That way I'm gonna have one in my inventory from now on, because like I said, I only do these, actually I didn't tell you, I only do maybe 2 of these a year, maybe 3 at the most. It's not a really common problem, but now I've got some in my inventory. Every time before, I've been able to just melt a little extra plastic onto the end of that and make the button start working again. So this one's good. Push the button, there goes the door. Push the button, and there goes the door.